out on the road solving your home improvement projects. Today I'm going to show a homeowner how to put in a new, beautiful bluestone walkway.
And I'm going to help a homeowner put the finishing touches on his staircase.
And we'll try to figure out what is it. Be sure to stick around. Jim wanted to transform his basement from a dark utility space to a usable, finished room.
I was actually quite surprised at what it would have cost me to have other tradespeople come in.
Jim has done everything himself. Hanging drywall, setting tile, even trimming out the stairs.
I've got beautiful white oak treads, oak handrails, everything is as solid as can be. And now we've reached a point where I need to install the balusters. I'm afraid that now I could possibly screw everything up. All it would take is one bad hole to be drilled, and that would ruin all of the fancy handiwork that you see before you.
We'll show Jim how to make sure that the balusters are evenly spaced and plumb. And by the end of the day, Jim will have a finished staircase.
All right, Jim, so doing stairs are always tricky, and you don't get a second chance at drilling the holes, so they have to be positioned correctly.
So how do we get started?
All right, the first thing I want to do is I want to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put 2 balusters on each stair tread. The baluster spacing cannot exceed 4 inches.
And why is that?
Well, the building code requires that so that a baby's head cannot fit between those balusters. All right, now let me show you where we're going to place our balusters. I'm going to take my framing square and I'm going to put it against the nosing of this tread. And I want to measure from the nosing of this tread to the inside of my framing square. I have 9 1/8. Let's check the next one down. 9 1/8, that's good. And let's check this one to this one. 9 1/8. Good job on the stairs.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, now I'm ready to put a pencil line down the center of your railing.
You're not going to mark up my railing.
No, I'm not going to mark out your stair. I'm actually going to put some blue painter's tape underneath your railing so we can mark on that and we can actually see the marks better. And we don't mark up your banister.
Awesome.
Okay, that's for under the railing. Okay, we also have to put marks on the stair treads under the railing. So let's tape that off also. I'll let you do that.
All set, Tom.
Okay, great. Now what I want to do is I want to run a line down the center of the underside of the railing. So that's 1.5 inches. I want to mark 3/4. I'm going to hold my finger tight against the railing and squeeze the pencil. Run my pencil right down. All right, with our center line established under the railing, we now have to transfer that line down to the stair tread. To do that, I'm going to use a plumb bob. Put it on the line up top. Let it get down. Stop to swing. Now the point of this bob right here is directly under the center line of the railing. That's one. Now one more down here. All right, and that's a mark for the bottom. Okay, now I got to connect the 2 dots. To do that, I'll use my level. Now I'm going to use my level as a straight edge and transfer the marks to the other 2 treads. Okay. Remember, I have a continuous line under the center of the railing. I also want to have a continuous line on the stair treads. To do that, I'm going to use my framing square and mark on the stair tread, lining my framing square up with the mark that we put on the nose, onto the tread. I lay my framing square down, put it on each one of the marks, and with the pencil, I just connect the dots. Next thing I want to do is start laying out the balusters equally over the run of the stair. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eyeball the location of the balusters so I can just see what they're going to look like. I kind of like that. So let's see what the measurement from the nosing to the center of this baluster is. 2 1/4 inch from the nosing. So I'm going to put a little mark. So 2 1/4 from the front of the nose to the center of the baluster. That will be the same on each stair tread. All right, 2 1/4 again. Okay. So that our balusters will be evenly spaced over the run of the stairs, the next thing I want to do is I want to divide the distance between the center of this baluster and this baluster to locate this baluster. To do that, I'm going to take my framing square and hold it on the stair tread. I'm going to slide the framing square out until it meets up with the center of this baluster right there. I now look at the center of this baluster right here, and my measurement is 9 1/8. 9 1/8 divided by 2 is 4 9/16. So I mark from our center of the first baluster 4 9/16. I do the same thing on this baluster. 4 9/16. Now to locate the baluster on this tread right here, I'm going to take a measurement from the face of this riser right here, which is 3 3/8, and I'm going to put a mark at 3 3/8 right here. And now we've located all of our balusters.
Okay, I get that we now have the mark at the tread for the baluster, but what do we do at the top?
All right, well, we know the location of the center of the baluster to make them plumb this way, but we haven't established the location of the balusters to make them plumb this way. To do that, I'm simply going to take my level, I'm going to put it on our mark that's on the stair tread, and I'm going to hold my level plumb and put a mark on the edge of the railing right there. Now we have our marks. To get the mark to the center of the handrail, I'm going to use my square and transfer the mark over. Hold it tight against the railing, slide it up till I get my mark lined up. That's the center of the baluster. That's the last of our marks, and all of our locations are made under the railing and on the treads, so we're ready to drill the holes for the balusters. And Jim, you can do the honors.
All right, Tommy.
Now what we're going to drill a hole with is a 3/4 inch paddle bit. The reason we're going to use a 3/4 inch, on the bottom of our baluster, there's actually a dowel that sticks out that's 3/4 of an inch in diameter. So we'll drill a hole, and the dowel will fit in the hole nice and tight.
Okay.
All right, that's good. You only have to go down about a 1/2 inch. All right, we've drilled a 3/4 inch hole in the tread to accept the dowel at the bottom of the baluster. Now the top of the baluster is a smaller diameter. It's a 5/8, so I've changed the bit in the drill. Now when you drill a hole at the top, you want to put the tip of the bit right at the crosshairs like this. I want to slowly start drilling the hole. Once the drill bit starts to drill, I'm not looking at the tip of the drill now, I'm actually looking at the drill itself because I want to keep it plumb. Because you're drilling on an angle, you don't want the drill bit to wander, so try to drill your first hole square. As you start to drill, keep the drill bit turning and then drop the drill plumb. All right, we're ready to start assembling. Now what I want to do is I want to put a little bit of construction adhesive in the bottom hole. Okay. Now the hole on the other side of the railing is nice and tight, so this will fit in there. Get it over the bottom and pull it back down. And I got to work it out of the hole at the top, push it down into the wet construction adhesive, and that one's set. You have to push it up into the hole. Now, what we actually have are 2 different length balusters, a long one and a short one. The short one always goes on the leading edge of the step, because if we place it in the back, it doesn't reach the railing. So what we need to do to mark the length of our baluster, we put it in the hole, push it down tight. We now line the baluster up. I eyeball it with the hole, and I'm going to mark it about 3/8 of an inch higher than the top side of the hole. Now I'll cut that length. So what I did here is I took 2 pieces of 5/4 poplar and I screwed them together, making a 90-degree angle. At the end of it, I ripped down 2 pieces of poplar, 3/8 of an inch thick. So when you lay the baluster on it, because the baluster is tapered, it lies it straight and you get a square cut. All right, let's bring it over and see how you did. Force it up into the hole again, bring the bottom over, and pull it down. Okay. All right, Jim, this is going to be the last one. Fill it right up, good. Push it in a little. There you go. All right, Jim, I think we're done. Looks pretty good.
Tommy, this is awesome, and I know right now there is absolutely no way I could have done this without you.
Ah, come on, give yourself more credit than that. All right, guys, here we go. It's spring-loaded. It's got a clear cylinder up top, and when you push down on the spring, there's a steel rod inside. What is it?
I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah?
This is the most important part of my summer. It's a freckle applicator.
Really?
Yeah, so here's the problem, right? Your tan comes up to here. Well, on me, the freckles come up to here and stop,
Yeah.
right? So you go to the beach, you take your shirt off, just one more thing that looks ridiculous.
One more. This is what you need.
Hey, back off. So this, you actually fill it in the back with the melanin, or the freckle
Freckles,
juice.
sure.
Yeah. And then right at the line, the tan line, you start applying the freckles and make sure you stop at the neckline.
Stop it. I got too many there.
Get out.
Guys, I tell you, that's stupid. I saw this
It is
on an infomercial the other night. I gotta ask, how many of you like garlic?
Oh, yeah.
And wouldn't you like some garlic flavor on your poultry product?
Yeah.
What about if you had a duck? Right? Well, with this baby, so you go in there, you get the natural juices with garlic, and you put that right over the duck, and it is succulent and moist and tastes like garlic.
So it's a turkey base.
Absolutely, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
There's more. With growing families, you want to have more yield out of your poultry products, right? With this, you can inject growth hormones, so you can get that duck as big as a house, and it can feed a family of 6.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. This is actually very handy. Inside the handle, there are some small nails, all right?
It must hurt the turkey.
Yeah, you put the nails inside there. There's a magnet that holds the nail into place. Now, if I want to hang a picture on the wall, I bring it up to the wall, I push. It actually stops the nail at the right depth. Roger, let me have that picture. You can hang the picture right on the nail. As simple as that.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah. Every time it rains, Dara dreads coming back to her condo.
This area gets very muddy, and when it rains, it's impossible to cross from your car out over here to the front door.
Those little paving stones set in mud just aren't doing the trick.
You end up having to play hopscotch just to come home and to prevent your feet from getting wet.
We're going to replace those uneven stones with something more substantial.
This is called bluestone. It was split out of a quarry into a big sheet.
And we'll show Dara the secret to a stable walkway.
Dara, the first thing we're going to do is remove this flat field stone. What I want you to do is bring your shovel up here into the front, drive the shovel right underneath the edge of that stone and pry it up for me. All right, just get it under there a little bit. Can you lift up on the stone now? There you go. There you go. You got it? Okay. Okay, hold it right there. Got that one, Dara?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, let me take the shovel for you. Right in the wheel barrel, all right? Now, this is what we're going to replace the fieldstone with. This
Okay.
is called bluestone, natural cleft bluestone. You can see the front of it here. It was split out of a quarry into a big sheet. It's then cut with a diamond blade into different sizes. This is an 18-inch by 30. And then the back is split out, and you can see it's much rougher compared to the face.
And how many of these are we going to put in, Roger?
Thinking right now about 14 of them. But it all starts with digging out the topsoil. So let's get busy with that. How's it going, Dara?
Pretty good, Roger.
Well, you got a little ways to go.
Yeah.
Let me show you something. This yellow string line I set, this represents the outside edge of the walk. So what we're going to end up having is 6 inches, and then the stone, and then 6 inches on the other side.
Okay.
Now, underneath the stone and on the sides, we're going to put in this 3/4 inch stone.
And why are we using that kind of stone?
Well, it packs well, but it'll also drain, and that's really going to help with your problems you had in here with mud and water. And then underneath the blue stone itself, we're going to put this stone dust. Now, this is really fine, and it'll fill all the voids underneath the blue stone so it doesn't rot.
Great.
What we're going to have is 6 inches here, then a 30-inch stone, and then 6 inches on that side. And that's going to give us a total of 42 inches. So what I'm going to do is spray a mark 42 inches from our line, and that'll be the outside edge for you to dig.
Okay.
Watch your feet. Try coming with me and working where it's already dug a little bit. There you go. All right, Dara, take a look here. This is our topsoil. It's nice and brown. That holds water like a sponge, and it'll get soggy. You don't want that around your walkway. See right here? See how much lighter this is than this topsoil?
Yeah.
This is our subsoil, and that's what we want to have to put our base material on because it'll drain much better. So we just got to get rid of all the topsoil down to that layer.
All right.
All right, Dara, I'm going to dump this wheelbarrow of 3/4 stone. What I want you to do is just take the rake, level it out first. So it's about 3 inches below the line.
Okay.
Turn the rake over the other way. There you go. All right, now what we're going to do is take this hand compactor and compact the stone. That looks great. We're 3 inches below the line and we're ready to start setting our bluestone. Now, we talked about setting the bluestone in stone dust, this material here. What I've done is I've taken the stone dust and I've mixed it with water and created a slurry. You can see how nice and wet it is now?
Yeah.
What that's going to do is that's going to allow us to push the bluestone down into it, and it's going to fill in all these voids that are underneath the stone. It's not perfectly flat. That'll stop it from wiggling. So you ready to set the first stone?
I am.
So if you just grab some of the stone dust mix and start throwing it down there for me.
Sure.
Okay, right about here. Gonna need a lot more of it. We're gonna have about an inch or inch and a half setting bed, so keep it coming. I'm setting a bed here about 30 inches wide, the same as the bluestone. So give me some more here and keep it coming. All right, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna take the first piece of stone. I'm gonna lay it in. Okay, what we're looking for is I'm gonna set it about 4 inches from the walk. All right, I just wanna check one thing. Take your tape measure and get me 6 inches off the line, and I wanna be about 4 this way. All right, Dara, you got your rubber hammer?
Yep.
What I want to do is I'm going to level this piece to the line so you can see it needs to be tapped down a little bit. So just hit it right there for me. No, hit it. Okay, we still need to go down a little more. Try hitting it a little more. Okay, hold on a second. I think that's pretty good.
I think so.
On to the next piece. All right, and again, I just want you to get it close to 6 inches on your end, and I'll check 4 on mine. Pretty close?
Yep.
Okay, now pack it down. Take a look. Pretty darn good.
Yep.
Now I'm just going to take some 3/4 stone and put it between the bluestone pieces to keep them from moving.
Great.
You ready for the next one?
Let's do it. Looks great, Roger. We have 13 stones in now.
And to keep it looking great, we're going to be putting in some steel edging. What this is going to do is keep the mulch and the loam from getting in the stone of our walkway. So if you just flip that end in down there for me a little bit. All right, that's good. Come on down here with me. This is 3/16 of an inch steel edging. It's 16 feet long, and it has these little pockets in the back, and that's for these metal stakes that we're going to drive down through to hold it in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off 6 inches off the edge of my bluestone right here. Start the stake in place. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. We're going to work our way down the row. Now, need your help here. Grab that stake, the hammer. Just drop it right through that pocket and just drive it in. Great, let's go to the next one. Okay, that's good right there. Now don't drive that all the way in. We just want to get them set. Make sure this line's straight, then we'll drive them home.
Okay.
Let's go to the next one. All right, drive it. There you go. Well, that's good. That's the end of the steel edging. Now all we have to do is take this 3/4 stone and fill all the voids. It'll look great, and it'll lock everything together. And just take that hand trowel and fill in all the holes. Well, Dara, what do you think?
I think it looks great.
Think it looks great now? Take this hose, wash all the dust off, and it's going to look unbelievable.
All
There
right.
you go.
Well, Roger, this is great. Before we had wobbly stones and a muddy pit, and now we have this beautiful walkway. Thanks.
My pleasure.
So, Roger, we've seen you build some patios where you dig down a foot, maybe 2, and you use that tightly compacted material.
That's right.
Here, you only dug down 6 inches, and you're using 3/4 inch stone. What
All
gives?
depends what I find underneath it, Kevin. In this case, we went down 6 inches, found free draining material. Now, water was a problem in that walkway before, so that's why I used the stone, so all the water will drain down. I'll go down deeper under a patio, because if a patio moves at all, you're going to get a lip like this is a bad trip point. But in a walkway, when you separate it, you can step from this one to this one without noticing that grade change.
All right, good information and a good-looking walkway. Thank you. So until next time, I'm Kevin O'Connor.
I'm Roger Cook.
I'm Richard Thuy.
And I'm Tom Silva.
For Ask This Old House. So no more hopscotch for our homeowner.
No, a nice, safe walkway.
Good.
Next time on Ask This Old House.
We are out on the road solving your home improvement projects.
I'm going to show a homeowner how to open up this wall to get some usable storage space.
And I'm going to share a viewer tip that shows you how to take simple PVC and turn it into a useful plumbing tool.
And then we'll ask, what is it?
And then it's just a matter of
It's a mix.
a little shake here, a little shake there, then you pour out.
That's next time. Ask This Old House. This Old House has much more to show you on pbs.org. Hands-on how-to videos and more. Just tune us in at pbs.org. This Old House magazine, the companion to the television series, provides advice from our experts that you've come to know. You can use your credit card to order 10 monthly issues for $10 by calling 1-800-221-5900.